Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello. My name is Loey, and oh my god. There is not a phrase nor a sentence in the English language that could properly describe how heavily requested this video is. I've actually never seen so many emails, comments, Instagram DMs, Twitter DMs from people asking me to cover what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Actually, literally while I was compiling my script for this video, I got 5 emails within a 20-minute period about this TikTok account. That's not to say that I'm complaining ever. I love when you guys reach out to me, let me know what you are finding online. It literally helps me to make these videos. So if you ever have something that is going viral, a story you want to tell me of your own, anything like that, make sure to email me down below at LoeyLaneStorytime@gmail.com. I'm of course already getting sidetracked, but today is going to be quite the video. It seems to me that the TikTok account You Shouldn't Be Looking has been going fairly viral on the platform recently. I say that it seems to me that it has been going viral because by the time that I found this account, everything had been wiped clean of it. The videos taken down, the bio changed, any additional social media wiped clean. And this was really only yesterday when I started looking into it. Today is the 21st, so I would have started looking into it on the 20th. Now, of course, I'm still sitting down here with you guys. I did as much research as I possibly could, really deep dived into this topic. And today we're gonna sit down together and look at, hands down, the most disturbing TikTok account I have ever found. You Shouldn't Be Looking. A few huge shout outs in the beginning of this video go to You Shouldn't Be Looking with a 0 instead of an O in the U on TikTok, who really helped me kind of get started diving into this. Also people who re-uploaded all of these videos on YouTube, and also the subreddit for this, all of which I will have linked down below. Video 1, posted October 4th. When all of this started popping off. This video is very simple and shows a rotting, decaying pumpkin on the ground. It looks charred in some capacity, perhaps like it has been burned, or maybe it is just a rotten pumpkin. But hashtags in the description box portray something a little bit darker. Phrases such as "don't look," "rotten," "vile," "not for you," "leave me alone already," "possession," "I will possess you." So video 2 of the kind of mega compilation that I found, so there could of course be videos missing in between, but I'm going to follow the best timeline that I can. Video 2 shows the poster of the account zooming into a very dark forest. There's clearly something that they are focusing on, though I can't quite decipher what that could possibly be. It is dark. I am bumping up the exposure and all of the clips that you're going to be seeing now in hopes of finding anything. But again, we have hashtags. This time, ones that say "don't leave me," "don't look," "why are you here," "leave me alone," "it's too dark," "feel he heart," "go away," "I don't want you," "possess." There is a lot of references to possession, and "I will possess you" throughout this entire saga of this account. So on to video 3, which is in the same area, but is much blurrier, much more difficult to decipher. I can't quite get a visual of anything except that we are in the dark woods once again. In this video, very faint music that I'm sure is copyrighted is playing in the background, and what seems to be a street light continually flickers as the poster zooms in and in on the dark woods. If you're wondering to yourself, okay, why is this the most disturbing TikTok account you've ever found if this person is just filming the forest on their iPhone Potato because it's like such blurry quality? Like, what is so scary about this? Video 4 shows the poster of the account kicking leaves off of something that is clearly buried on the ground. It's very dark, and the only source of light is the flashlight, probably coming from the poster's phone. Hashtags read "I remember," "don't look at me," "hide," "leave me alone," "go away," "why won't you go away," "please stop." Video 5 was what everybody was emailing me about. And this is a video that I'm going to give a quick trigger warning for what I truly believe is stage blood or fake, because at the end of the day, it is very widely believed by the alternate reality game ARG community that this is a piece of fiction, that this is an alternate reality game, a fictional series. But even still, with no confirmation from the poster on what it is or what it isn't, I want to give a warning here. Video 5 shows the poster pulling a suitcase through the woods. The suitcase is very large and it is taped together. And as it is being dragged through the woods, we can see a very dark liquid seeping out of the bottom. Now, a lot of people have pointed out that this is much too dark to be blood or even stage blood, that it looks more like motor oil. The hashtags read the typical "don't look" and "go away" as usual, and then "remember that time by the river. I don't understand. You shouldn't be here." And then, alarmingly, a hashtag "travel Europe." So perhaps we have a location of sorts, or at least a destination of travel. This audio is actually the song "Downtown" by Petunia Clark. We have that hashtag "remember that time by the river," and in video 6, we might just be getting a glimpse of said river. We see water below a bridge or a ledge that the poster is standing on. The audio is a song called "Goodbye to Yesterday," and we have even more clues in the hashtags. Do you remember that summer by the river? Do you remember? The poster pushes the suitcase over the ledge of the bridge that he is standing on into the water below. Video 7 features a calling all painters audio. This is very common on TikTok where people will say calling all artists, calling all blank, somebody who specializes in one area of art or another. So this was calling all painters, and it called for people to show paintings that fit the description of what the person was saying. So our poster shows us a notepad filled with hastily scribbled sketches. We see huge scribbles, various faces that have been X'd out, handwriting and notes that are barely legible. Scattered around the notebook on the desk that the poster is showing are sketches of eyes on post-it notes, a holy Bible with a hole drilled through it, and other various scraps of paper. This video was by far the most interesting to me out of the bunch, just because I felt like there was so much to look at. A lot of people really noted how scratched and kind of harmed that the person's hand looked, which of course is alarming in the sense of the story as well. Perhaps those came from whatever was in the suitcase, if there was something in the suitcase. But no matter how interesting this video is, I couldn't gather a lot of handwriting or anything. It was just too blurry. I couldn't really decipher anything. But moving on to video 8, we are back in the woods, and this time the audio is the song "We Will Rock You." The poster again zooms into the woods, and once again, I cannot figure out what it is that they see. This time the hashtags read "stop," "I don't want you," "please stop," and voices. Video 7 has us zooming into a still shot of a lake, and in this photo I noted that the trees are changing leaves, so perhaps this is a really recent photo depending on what part of the world the poster lives in. The audio here is called "Butterflies," and the hashtags I noted kind of contradict themselves. "You shouldn't be looking" is followed by "you should see." "Why are you here" is followed by "blind," can't see. "Leave me alone," and once again we have "possess." Video 10 I think is the most disturbing probably, and shows the poster walking down a street holding what looks like a large hammer. As he films the hammer and then lifts the camera to show the street, it shows a person walking down the street towards him. As he zooms in on the person, the video ends. And video 11 doesn't make me feel much better about it. The audio here is "What Sarah Said" by Death Cab for Cutie, one of my fave bands actually. The poster here looks as though he could be in like the upper floor or attic of a house. There seems to be like fluffy insulation around him. We can see the roof of a house, like a slanted, pointed roof, and also a large window. It would seem that the poster is hiding here. Why else would he be in an attic or an upstairs of a home? And in video 12, we might be getting more of a solid look at the building that he's in. Video 12 is a kind of still shot of what looks like an abandoned home, an abandoned building. There is a boarded window across from the shot and graffiti on the walls that is illuminated by a red light. The only light source in this video actually comes from a light that passes through both of these rooms, almost as if somebody is walking through with a flashlight. The hashtags read the following: stay away from here, please stop, need to think, don't listen, go away, not listening. I wonder if the poster has done something terrible, as seems to be foreshadowed at this point, and if somebody is searching for them, perhaps the police. Video number 13 shows the poster lifting a blue suitcase from another pile of leaves. The audio, the song here, is called I Missed You, and the hashtags really seem to confirm that the poster is missing somebody. I missed you. How was your day? I missed you. I'm not okay. Come back. Why don't you hear me? As the poster unzips the suitcase, the video cuts out. In video 14, we are outside in the daylight. Our poster is shaking violently as he approaches a ledge. He pulls himself close to this ledge, perhaps a bridge, once again, kind of like in the beginning, before the video cuts out. But we have a lot to go off of in hashtags. Seemingly a code, 33, 33, 66, 44. To my understanding, this has not been deciphered as anything. The next video is to an audio where whoever is filming is supposed to show something odd that they have in their home.
Everybody has that one thing in their house that everybody thinks is so cool. Could be a hidden cabinet, little movie room, gadget, but ours is this.
So the poster shows us a chained cabinet or closet after walking through their house. Luckily, nothing was inside of this cabinet or closet, as well as I could see anyway, but even still, it is getting darker and darker by the video. Video 16 is to an audio called Breadcrumb Trail. This shows a shallow body of water, perhaps the river or lake that we saw before. It's already in motion. It's already too late, is what the hashtags read here. And that was the final video in my initial investigation in the first compilation of videos that I found. Of course, everything had been deleted so quickly, seemingly within the span of a couple of days, that I knew there had to be bits and pieces that I was missing. And so I put out a tweet asking for you guys to send me any information you knew about this account. The responses were not only so helpful, but also led me to the subreddit for this TikTok account, where people are doing their best to document everything that goes live from now a plethora of social media accounts that I am aware of and decipher the mystery surrounding this TikTok account. There is so much media to go through, and a lot of it with really heavily repeating themes. Things like the rotting pumpkin, just still shots of leaves and cobwebs, it seems, with like morning dew on them. But there certainly are also things that I found on the subreddit that I think are crucial to the story. So we're moving on from this first chunk where I was really deciphering and digging into everything that I could find into this next part of my investigation where I'm really only taking what I think is vital and what I think is the most interesting from all of the information. So I highly recommend, if you want to dig through every single crumb, you go on over to the Reddit. But here is everything else. Now, with things like this, there are oftentimes imitators who will come forward and post something claiming that it is part of something like this TikTok account, what we believe is a story, what we believe to be fiction. However, there are pretty much confirmed socials attached to this story. We can never be 100% certain without the TikTok user linking an Instagram in the bio or something. But the Instagram in particular seems to be showing things that are from the same moments of the TikTok videos being filmed with different angles without the TikTok watermark, etc. One of the things on the Instagram that is particularly interesting was apparently a photo of a bunch of like drug paraphernalia, things like syringes, etc., as well as a patient ID tag for a Michael Morrill in Clackamas, Oregon. Because of that alone, people are really believing that the poster of this account, who is actually lovingly called Soggy on the subreddit, due to him constantly having wet feet and being in rivers and lakes and stuff at the beginning of all of this, it's believed that he would be in Oregon. Now, people have really been trying to pinpoint where it is that he is. And actually, a post from a few days ago by Cupcake Pie on the subreddit shows a story from Soggy. Based on this information, at the time, we figured he was on the West Coast. From a resident in Oregon, today is a rainy/cloudy, really gray day, and the sunset should be at 6:17 p.m. So if he posts anything conflicting, the post could be old or he's not in Oregon at all. And this day, around that time, he posted a sunset with seemingly a clear sky, but around the right time of a sunset on the West Coast. Speaking of the Instagram, I did gather a few of the Instagram photos from the various photo dumps that Soggy seems to post on the You Shouldn't Be Looking Instagram and then quickly delete. So I'm gonna run through them very fast with you here. There is a carpeted hallway with a white powdered substance all over it. There is a handwritten note that does not seem to be the same handwriting that I saw in the TikTok previously, but we have words like stemmed, directly, apathetic, was the faster for me, I always, do, and it didn't, or weren't. Obviously, I'm just breezing through as best I can, and we really can't gather anything from that. Then we have what I think would have been on his story, and it seems to be a poem. A demon deep within. Lucifer is my name. A savior I am not. Selfish is my thoughts. Save you for my own. A sacrifice of your soul. And then another poem. Sure as hell not Jesus, but save you I will. Take on your demons. Resurrection. Baptize you in good spirit. If you let me, show your secrets. An altar I will build. A sacrament in your name. To cleanse you from all sin. We have a screen grab of one of the TikToks with dirty clothes on the ground. We have like an abandoned shed, kind of looks like Hagrid's hut from Harry Potter. Another poem very similar to the previous ones. To cleanse you from all sin, make you whole, a testament. But the Savior is a sinner, not worthy of the prayer. Released from your lips during confession, a demon deep within. Lucifer is my name. We also just have a shot of a blue sky and branches with no leaves on them overhead. Perhaps this is an older photo. Perhaps it is in the depths of winter wherever Soggy lives. And then we have this, which was up very briefly on the Instagram account. And it's just like an abandoned building of sorts. These kinds of photos were posted a lot on the Instagram, just abandoned, desolate buildings. But in this one, if you zoom into the back, you can see somebody standing in the window, peering inside. Again, now that I found the subreddit, there is no lack of information to look into. So we have a lot of very similar themes throughout all of the videos. So on 10/19, there was a ton of content posted, but a lot of it was just videos of a pumpkin. The only real clues that we have to go off of here are actually the audios of the songs. Lay Me Down, Grave Digger, Asleep, Possession, the Hearse Song, and Free Bird. Lots of stuff pointing to like death and dying in general. There was also a room tour posted to the audio leaving on a jet plane. There might be a lot of stuff actually in this video, but I have had a really hard time seeing anything. It's very blurry, very dark. If you see anything, definitely let me know down below. Then there was a series of lives this night of October 19th. In one of the videos, Soggy is walking on a beam and looking at a street light, but in parentheses here it says looping video, maybe. So this might have been just a looping video on the TikTok. Followed up by this, actually live on the TikTok, we finally get a voice reveal. Once again, in this part of the live, Soggy is walking on a beam. He throws something into the creek. We have more talk of being possessed. The final video that was posted on TikTok this time at like 11:50 p.m. West Coast time, because that is still believed that's where he is. We see blue tarps, and this is a very dark foreshadowing to what would happen next. In a video that was shortly on TikTok, taken down, put back up, taken down again, we see the poster of You Shouldn't Be Looking wrapping legs with no face shown into a blue tarp. An enhanced version of this video actually shows that the hammer beside him is clean. Then we have this video taking pills with what looks like an inflatable red demon or devil. Both of these videos were shortly after taken down and then replaced with another pumpkin video with no sound or hashtags. A new bio and profile picture appeared on the TikTok at this point. A butterfly that was actually identified as an Adelpha californica, which perhaps could have been a quick hint to the Redditors trying to pinpoint where in the world Soggy was. So I think that this does in fact pinpoint them to being on the West Coast with this specific butterfly. And the bio now reads, "Goodbye." Since then, it has been largely silent and nothing has happened. So if this is the end of this story, I believe that what all of this was trying to portray was a man gone mad. Somebody who had lost their way and could be taking the lives of others, while also believing that this was religiously charged, believing it was for the devil, of the devil, etc. This is tricky and somewhat frustrating, and I hate when I give you guys videos where I can't wrap everything into a nice, neat little bow at the end. Maybe it's the Taurus in me that likes everything to be complete and finished and organized and neat by the time that I put it out, but here we are, and I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know what any of this was for. If it's an alternate reality game, I think it was just picking up steam and could have certainly gone on longer. Maybe the person had just had their run, had their fun, and decided they were done. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. What do you guys think of this? Let me know in the comments down below. It's a weird one. But thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.